Introduction to Freud's Theory of Personality, Psychoanalytic Assumptions, Part 2 of 7. Dr. Michael Botwin, Department of Psychology, California State University, Fresno. As we start our journey into Freudian psychology, the first thing we have to establish are some assumptions that psychoanalytic models typically use. So we're going to look here at several assumptions that all psychoanalytic and analytic models are based on. So this is kind of interesting. Hope you enjoy it. The first psychoanalytic assumption is that all psychic activity is governed by energy. And by energy, I mean psychic energy. So Freud's model is essentially an energy-based model, and this is going to be one of the key assumptions. It's true of all psychoanalytic models. My little poster children for this are these two blobs of energy from the first generation Star Trek show. And in it, there are these alien creatures who are pure energy, but manifest themselves in human forms so they could talk to us, mere mortals. The second assumption is that there's a biological emphasis. You can't forget that Freud was a medical doctor. Most of the early psychoanalytic theorists were medical doctors. So they looked at mental illness, psychic problems as biological things. We tend to lose track of that if we just gloss over the surface of Freudian theory. There's a really brilliant book by a scholar named Frank Solway titled Freud, Biologist of the Mind, that gets at these ideas. It was published in the mid-1980s, but it tracks back all of Freud's notions to biology. The next assumption is that everything we do is motivated. Now this, I'm sure, is one of those things that you've seen before and you've heard about Freudian theory. We do everything for a reason. We just don't do things accidentally or for no reason at all. Everything has an underlying reason that we've done it, whether it's unconscious or conscious. My poster child here is this businessman. He's chasing but will never catch more time. I could chase some of that too. Awards and cash. And Freud's model is also a developmental model. There are several stages. Each one of those stages are finished by fulfilling or not fulfilling an important life task associated with that developmental stage. We'll talk about Freud's developmental stages at the end of this lecture. Finally, Darwin influenced Freudian theory greatly. Many people believe that his notions of sex and the importance of the sex instinct and of aggression come from Darwinian notions about reproduction and survival. This has been a We Have Couches video production. Copyright 2020, Professor Michael Botwin, all rights reserved.